Okay, this is definitely not a how-to. This is just an I did. I'm doing a Mexican polish on my rear rims. I'm gonna stop this tire. One second, I'm gonna use I'll get some polishing out of it. I started on this one over here, and I'm using metal scrubbing pads of different, we call them different grits. So the other side is done more than this one. And I've got the car on jack stands. There's no one here with me. This isn't safe, obviously. If you're going to do this, you should have someone in the car just in case something happened. The car came off the jack stands, they could just hammer the brakes. This is what the wheel, there's a lot of aluminum corrosion, a lot of the clear coat coming off. Two-piece wheels, this happens quite a bit. It's not in the budget to replace wheels this year, so I'm just going to pretty them up really quick. I could spend 6 hours polishing them by hand, but I'm not going to. I'm just going back and forth side to side as the differential holds one rim and it slows down, and then you go to the other side where the wheel is fed up. And I'm just going to get finer and finer with wet and dry sandpaper. Like I said, right now this is just metal polishing discs for my air die grinder. I will show you the difference between this wheel and the other one. There's still some, you can still see some chunks where the clear coat is and stuff, but it's 10 times better. I've done about 2 more minutes on this one than the other one. Anyway, I'll show you with some more steps when I get finer polishing. I'll show you. Okay, about 3 minutes later, we're on 1000 grit wet and dry. Going side to side. When one wheel stops, it basically doesn't have the power to spin anymore because the differential is giving all the power to the other wheel, and I go to the other side. Again, this is not a how-to, this is just a I did. Like watching Evel Knievel jump the Snake River Canyon. No one is showing anyone how to do this. This is dangerous. I am not recommending anyone do this at home. You know, I come to this side and this wheel is spinning faster because all the friction was on the other side, and the differential did what differentials are supposed to do and sent the power, transferred the power to the other wheel. And you can see this one was worse than the other one. And it's going to take a little bit longer. And I'll show you again when I get to around 2000 grit. I've gone through, like I said, the metal polishing pads, the kind of like scouring, buffing pads, scouring pads, to 400 grit wet and dry, 600 grit wet and dry, and now I'm 1000 grit wet and dry. Each grit's about, I don't know, 2 or 3 minutes worth of polishing. Back in a second. Okay, at this stage we're at Blue Magic Metal Polish. We've gone through 1000 and 2000 grit. Again, this is not to make these wheels perfect in any way. It's just to make them a little less embarrassing from the clear coat coming off before I either get them redone or buy new ones. So I'll slow this down so you can see what they're at now, which is again not perfect, but much better than what they were before. Back in a sec. Okay, about 20 minutes in, I've done the Blue Magic Metal Polish. I'm on New Finish, it's just car polish. I'm putting it on the rim to protect it because I'm not clear coating it or anything. Again, this is a temporary measure. These are not supposed to be chromed out. These are not supposed to be like polished chrome or polished aluminum. These are just supposed to look good, semi-good from afar, until I get to them next year. So once I slow this rim down, I'll show you what we're doing on how far it's gotten on the other side. It's almost, I think I'm down to 400, yeah, I'm at 400 grit on this side. And you can see at the leading edge of the sandpaper, the black water coming off, that's aluminum shavings. That means you're down through the clear coat to the aluminum. You start seeing black coming off. telling you how to do this. This is dangerous. Don't do this. Anyway, thanks for watching. You've seen the other side. That's essentially about as good as it's going to get. I'll show you what the fronts look like. These are basically what the backs were looking like. Actually the backs were worse because the clear coat was coming off. There was a lot of curb rash on these from the previous owner. See chunks like that. And I was just trying to semi-pretty them up for the rest of the year until these get redone. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'm going to finish this up before I lose my light. Thanks.